Hello everyone, this is Dr. Tovar again, coming to you live. My neighborhood just finished a nice little CrossFit workout, 25-minute workout, high intensity. And then I always finish my workouts with like either a 3/4 mile run or a mile run, depending on the situation. So as you can see, it's a nice rainy and gloomy day here in Lexington, Kentucky. Anyway, so you might be asking yourself, why am I videoing myself in this weather? And during my run, it reminded me of, the one factor that is associated with success in pre-med students and med students. Well, not only those students, but any student actually in particular, or any person in particular, would be grit. And grit is the ability to be able to postpone happiness and to postpone reward in return for, not in return for work, but, the ability to postpone happiness and really be able to focus on the work at hand, which is, posted sacrifices and other things in your life. So how do you develop grit? And by the way, if you guys haven't watched Angela Duckworth's TED Talk on the subject matter, it's a great video to watch. She talks about how she was able to study a group of students in elementary, and her big question was, what makes a student successful? And she realized that in all the metrics that she was measuring, intelligence didn't matter. So in other words, IQ, racial background didn't matter, and there were other things that she measured. But what she found out was that the one thing that was common in all the students that were successful was grit. And how do you develop grit? Well, I guess my run is one example of that. It's a gloomy day, it's raining. I could have chosen not to work out and just go into work, but obviously I didn't choose to do that. That's one way to develop grit. So another way that med students, for example, can develop grit is maybe perhaps doing the things that instill fear in you, but that once you do them, you come out at the other end a better person, a better future physician, because you put yourself in a situation. For example, if you're afraid of codes, I always made it a point when I was a med student to go to codes, because I wanted to know and get familiar with what was involved with those things. And eventually, once I was a resident, I was really comfortable running a code. And that was actually one of my biggest fears as a resident was, what am I going to do if somebody, basically dies on me during my service? And am I prepared to handle that? So that's one example. For pre-med students, is more, maybe getting used to reaching out to people for help. Maybe talking to that physician that you've been wanting to talk to and shadow for many, many years, but haven't been able to. That's another good way of developing a little bit of grit. So those are two quick examples, developing grit, and I hope that this video was helpful, if not inspiring for you. Please reach out to us, contact us, go to our webpage, premedias.org, sign up to receive free updates, blogs, and of course reach out if you need any help. All right, later.